Good morning, folks. From the flight deck. We're back. It's a beautiful morning outside. I'll turn the camera around, show you what I get to see this morning. We're flying the Mooney today because the other airplane is flying to stop for its annual inspection. This airplane turned 50 this year. 50 years old. It does not feel old. There's something about airplanes. They do not age like cars age. A 50-year-old car is an oddity. A 50-year-old airplane is just another airplane. Because every year a flying aircraft has to be fully inspected by an FAA authorized inspector and meet all the airworthiness standards that it had to meet when it rolled off of the factory floor. Most airplanes that are 50 years old are not all original equipment. In this particular airplane, we have updated all of the instruments to be up to date in 2010 when I got this done. So we've got a few screens that help us know what's going on. The ride this morning is smooth.
Mooney 09 November, contact Knoxville approach 118.0, good flight.
Excuse me while I communicate here. Knoxville approach, good morning. Mooney 3709 November 8000.
Mooney 3709 November, Knoxville approach, good morning. Knoxville altimeter 3021.
3021, 09. And so we adjust the altimeter to match the numbers he gave us, so that we're at the same altimeter setting as every other airplane in his region. I was about to say, the ride is smooth because it's, in part because it is morning. On clear days, on sunny days, days that are not overcast, rainy, stormy, etc. already, the air stays smooth until the sun has had long enough time shining on the ground to heat the air, and so you'll get areas where the air is heated faster than other areas, and those areas will build a bubble of warmth in the air over the ground, and then that bubble will let loose and rise. That creates an updraft. Then you fly through an updraft, your seat rises, and it feels like a bump. And then when you get out of the updraft, you no longer are rising, and so you get a bump the other direction. That's turbulence. Now, if you're flying a glider,
Hotel Charlie, Knoxville approach, Knoxville altimeter 3021.
if you're flying a glider, that's what you want. You're looking for that feeling of your seat rising and pushing you up, because you want to get into an updraft, and you want to then circle in that updraft until you reach either the cloud bases or where you lose the updraft. On a good day, with good weather, and with some skill, you can stay in the air from the time the pot starts boiling, as we say, until the time the pot stops boiling. There are practical considerations with that, like bladder capacity. That is dealt with in various ways. We won't need to go into that at the moment, but it's the same way you deal with it any other way. You either stop or don't. And if you don't, you capture it somehow. I'll leave it to you to come up with solutions. What else? I do recommend learning to fly gliders to any pilot and to anyone who likes the idea of flying. If you fly a glider, it's easier because you don't have the systems in it that
School District 1523,
a powered
contact tower
airplane has.
1.2, good morning.
Meaning you don't carry fuel, you don't have an engine to manage, you don't have a prop to deal with, you just have your airframe and you. And so every landing is an engine out landing, but it is not as uncontrollable as it would seem. Excuse me. The glider will have a control called spoiler, and the spoiler works by killing the lift over the wing and increasing drag. So where you may be able to go 10 miles on 1,000 feet, that's kind of extreme, but it's an example. Let's use that example. If you would go to 10 miles at 1,000 feet, if you deploy spoilers, you can come down and do like a mile per 1,000 feet. So you use the spoilers to make it possible to land this thing that otherwise it really doesn't have much desire to land. You actually manage them like you do a throttle, where if it's all the way forward, it's clean, and as you pull it back, it gets dirty. So just like a throttle, when you pull the throttle back, you slow down and descend. Same with the spoilers, you slow down and descend. The remarkable avoidance accidents, how should I say, remarkable engine failure accidents that did not kill a bunch of people. I think of the Gimli glider up in, I think it was in Canada, where it came down, and the landing on the Hudson. Both of those planes were piloted by experienced glider pilots, which was fortunate because they found themselves flying gliders with hundreds of passengers on board. But a jetliner is actually a pretty good glider. It just glides really fast, but its glide ratio is probably better than the Mooney that I'm flying. You just have to maintain your best lift over drag speed, and you'll stay in the air for X number of miles, depending on how high you are. All right, that's about all I've got for the morning. I've probably got a lot more, but I think I'll leave it at that. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I'll post this one, get on the ground, and we'll talk to you later. Take care.